say I drive too fast, move too fast, live too fast, ain't no such thing as too fast. Still alive, my heart goes, be there but tomorrow. He's got eyes on me. He's making room. Got much to lose. Oh, too fast, move too fast, live too fast. Ain't no such thing as too fast. Too fast, move too fast, live too fast. Ain't no such thing as too fast. Living at the speed of light, start to follow. I could be there by tomorrow. Trying to fade, so why got to be? Get out, I've been down and out for too long. And I ain't got too many options. Too fast, move too fast, live too fast. Ain't no such thing as too fast. Say I drive too fast, live too fast. Ain't no such thing as too fast. Still alive.
All right, y'all, we're gonna stop it there. It is 6:05. Good evening, everyone. Hold on, fix this, my bad. Hello, how are you all doing? My name is Melissa Brown. I'm the director of the New Orleans Metro Stars Track Club. Sorry, I'm in my office. I don't ever use my laptop for this. I haven't used my Zoom in a minute since last year. So welcome to the 2025 Parent Informational. We have a lot of information to share with you guys, so bear with us. We will be sending the documents to everybody that has sent their email in and registered with the event on the website or got on via our chat group. I'll make sure that everybody has the documents that we need. But until then, just follow along with us. I'm about to share screen again, so hold on, give me a second. Let's see, PowerPoint. All right, let's get it going. Hope y'all enjoyed a few of our little highlight reels. We like to put those together at the end of the year just to show off what we've been up to. All right, so once again, we're the New Orleans Metro Stars Track Club. We're a track and field team. Been around for a minute, so this is our agenda for today. We're gonna go over organizational history, the coaches, communication, club dues and fees, the club rules and policies, uniform and equipment, events and terminology, practice information, meet schedule, national events, and we're gonna go through the frequently asked questions. So once again, thank you guys for attending. Thank you for your interest in joining the Metro Stars Track Club. Let's get into the history. Let's get into it. All right. The New Orleans Metro Stars Track Club is an amateur athletic union, so it's an AAU track and field team program. Program open to all ages 6 to 18, all athletes ages 6 to 18. We compete during the summer season from May until August. Whether you want to introduce your peewee to his first sport or to help establish your athlete get a scholarship, we are here to help you succeed. The Metro Stars have been a staple in the track and field community in New Orleans since the 1970s, making us the oldest existing team in the city. Basically, everybody in the city is our sons. We've made it this far because we have a dynamic and family-oriented program that trains athletes to be the best that they can be, and not only athletics, but also in every other aspect of their lives. So over 85% of our athletes who graduate from our program go on to attend 4-year universities, Well, the majority have an academic pursuit. So you don't have to get a track and field scholarship. We don't care as long as y'all going somewhere and doing something after high school. We've had people go to West Point. We've had people go straight to trade school and do like it's nobody's just sitting around as a Metro Star. Our goal is always improvement. We take the time to ensure that all of our athletes are growing in our program. At the end of the season, we like to see how much faster the athlete ran, how much higher they jumped, or how much further they threw than at the beginning of the season. If the athlete has improved in their events, we've done our jobs. So that's what's important in our program. We don't worry about, oh, so and so got this many medals, so and so did this and that and this. It's all about, how are we improving our athletes? Are we improving their quality of life? Are they living healthier? Are they throwing better? Do they have good form at the end of the season? It's all about improvement with us. The coaches. So Derek Mills, he's the head coach. He should be joining us soon. Well, just FYI, all of us are coaching high schools at this time. So I'm coaching at McDowell 35. Derek is coaching at Dominican. Brian is working hard. He's not coaching the high school, but he's working hard, switching jobs right now. Uche is at Newman. Brooks is also working hard. He's a special needs teacher at Fantasy Williams. Jason Rouser, he's coaching at Brooks ain't even here no more, tripping. But Jason Rouser is at Country Day. So, and Coach Kelly, she is a firefighter. So everybody's kind of busy except for me, which is crazy. But I made time for you guys. All right. I always make time for the Metro Stars. All of us get USATF certified. We also get trained we get certified via AAU. So we have to get background checked and everything is clear on all of us. So in order to be a volunteer coach, because we're all volunteers, so we don't get paid for this. So this is just something that we do for the love of track and field, for the love of the sport. Let's see, next slide. Next slide. All right. Communication. So in order to streamline communication, we've moved all communication to the Stack Team app. So if you guys have registered your athlete, we've already sent this little flyer on how to sign up on the team app. Make sure that you do register your athlete. So I'm going to go through those little steps real quick. Let's see, screen share, new share. Let's see. Here we go. I said switch. Hold on, I'm trying to switch the screen. Sorry. Once again, having you Zoom in a minute. So this is our website. In order to register your athlete, you will go to team, scroll on down to the bottom of the page. Let's see, scroll. And you'll see the Metro Stars registration form, sign your athlete up, and you'll receive an email with all info, probably with this packet, with this PowerPoint, the meet schedules, and the information about signing up for the team app. So team app is pretty easy to use. Let's see, Stack Team. So it's the Stack Team app. And you log in, or let's see, sign up, search for Create a Team Club. Oh, dang, wrong thing. Click the wrong thing, sorry. Find my team. Now you search New Orleans Metro Stars. Boom, we're right here. You click on us and you can join. So you click join, you make sure you sign up, and we'll get a notification asking, if this person can join, and we'll of course say yes. Like we're not exclusive. So yeah, just make sure that y'all follow those steps and you'll have everything done, and you'll have all the information. So from the Stack Team app, we have group chats, we have the meet schedule so that you can check and see if you're coming to any of the meets. If you're not coming to the meet, then you don't have to check it off. Or you'll say, no, don't check. Make sure that you say you're not coming, because we need that communication. Because yeah, we ended up wasting a lot of money of people not showing up to track meets last year. Let's see. Any news will be shared on the Stack Team app, any up-to-date information. If there's a track meet coming up, we'll have what your athletes are running, what times, kind of like that, what times we need you to arrive, things of that nature. So this is the main point of communication. So if you want to talk to the coaches or anything like that, we're always on the Stack Team app. I know the notifications are always on. Let's see, back to the PowerPoint. Share. All right. Next slide. So here's the part that you guys want to know about: the club dues and fees. Oh dang, why haven't I changed that? There's been so in order to be a member of the New Orleans Metro Stars Track Club, every member has to pay club dues. The club dues for the 2025 season. I'm sorry I have not changed this in that one sentence in 6 years now. That's crazy. I've not done that. The club dues for the 2019-2025 season are set at $400. The breakdown of the club dues are as follows. AAU membership renewal fee is $15. USATL certification fee $15. AAU athlete membership fee is $16. USATF membership fee is $30. Meet entry fees $200. That eats up the bulk of everything because it costs to enter the meets. Team T-shirt $20. Miscellaneous club purchases, that's $104, and that all adds up to $400. I know y'all's big question is, what the heck are miscellaneous club purchases? So those are just kind of overhead purchases that the club has that, you know, we may or may not have to pay for every single season. So those set costs are things that that's gonna have to be covered every single season, every time. That has to be covered. But the miscellaneous club purchases are things that aren't necessarily like everyday things. So what can be included in the miscellaneous club purchases are equipment purchases and repairs. So like if the tent blows away, we have to get another one, then somebody has to pay for it. Equipment purchase and repair, these kids lose our shot puts, they lose our javelins, they lose our blocks. We have to replace all that stuff that they lose all the time. So that goes into miscellaneous club purchases. Hotel deposits, so like if we're doing a group rated hotel and we have to make a deposit early, then we have to make that deposit early even before people pay fees. So we have to get that deposit in first before anybody pays a fee. So, you know, sometimes we have to use miscellaneous club fees to pay for it. Charter bus rentals and deposits, same thing. Before anybody pays a fee, sometimes we have to pay a deposit just to even get the bus on a date. So coaches certification fees, once again, we all get certified, USATF certified. You don't know how hectic that is, but we get that stuff done, and we have to pay miscellaneous club fees, administrative fees, printing, website fees, all kind of. It's a lot of administrative fees. I found out because this is a nonprofit, so we have to keep it running. Let's see what else. Food purchases at travel meets. So when we go out of town, we generally treat the team to team dinners and things of that nature when we have group trips. Hosting fees. So we host 2 meets throughout the season. We have a primary meet that we host, and then we also have a regular AAU meet that we host at the end of the season right before the Junior Olympics. And we have to pay for the site rentals, we have to pay for timing systems, we have to pay for security, we have to pay for insurance, we have to pay for a lot of stuff overhead with that. So that's basically all that stuff covers. It's a lot, but it is what it is. That's what we have to do in order to keep this organization running, in order to help these kids out. Club dues and fees, entry fees paid and club dues will cover the athlete and entry for all local and regional meets. They do not cover entry fee for travel and hotel for tentative meets such as the AAU National Club Championships and the AAU Junior Olympic Games. So those are meets that you don't have to go to, because there are travel meets, even though they are team travel meets, y'all don't have to go to those. So club fees won't cover those, but they'll cover any of the local meets. Uniform fees are separate from club membership dues simply because members do not have to purchase new uniforms every single year. So some of y'all's kids haven't grown and they still fit the same uniform from last year and the year before. So they don't have to get a new uniform. But if they do grow and they need a new uniform, then that's just a whole separate purchase. Y'all don't have to worry about that every single season if your athlete doesn't grow 5 feet in one summer. Club dues must be paid by Monday, May 12th. That's the Monday before our first meet. Club dues may be paid online only via PayPal on the club's website at metrostars.org/club store. So I can show y'all that real quick where it is. Let's see. Let's go back to our website. So, sorry, y'all. So we go back to the website, scroll up. Team, coaches, events, club store. So when you go to club store, you'll see that's off season. We're about to take that out the website. You don't have to worry about that anymore. That's for off season training and conditioning. But membership dues. So membership dues are $400. You can pay that right here. You can pay in installments. So you don't have to pay the whole $400 at one time if y'all don't want to. Some people like to pay in installments. So you can do 2 payments, $200, that equals $400. 4 payments of $100, that equals $400. Or 8 payments of $50, that also equals $400. So either way, make sure that gets done. Let's see, anything else for that part? Screen share. Back to the PowerPoint. All right. So next slide. All right, club rules. So this is how we've kept this organization going for 50 years without hesitation. We've never missed Metro Stars, never not had a season. And after Katrina, even during COVID, still had a season. It's because we stay organized. It's because we are oriented. It's because we are disciplined. It's because we are grounded. So club rules. Number 1, arrive practice on time. That's the reason why that is rule number 1, because coming late causes chaos and havoc. Let's see. No bullying and fighting. Rule number 2, all revenue collected under the club's name and federal identification number will go directly to the team account and to solely for the good of the program. Number 3, no jeans or school uniform attire at practice. That's just for your kids' safety and for the safety of your pockets, because running in at the intensity that we're running in will ruin your kids' school uniforms.
Excuse me, I'm so sorry to interrupt. Somebody's not on mute and it's interfering with your speaking.
Let me see. I'm about to put everybody on mute. Hold on. Let's see. Oops. Dang. Whoops. Going back. All right. Hold up. Participants.
I think they went on mute. I think they've called themselves.
Right now. Whoops. All right. Got it. Okay. Thank you for letting me know that. Sorry, y'all. All right. Back to what we're doing. Number 5, follow directions the first time given. Because we work out at a public park, which is the city park practice track. It's like a highway. So when we're telling the kids to move out the way or to do this or do that, it's kind of a first warning or else you're gonna get run over type thing. So when we say move out the track, they need to move. If we say watch out, they need to be watching out, because anything can happen out there. And follow directions the first time. We don't need to, if we say move, we don't need somebody to turn around saying why. We need them to move. Let's see. Number 6, the club colors are purple, white, and gold. We'll explain that some more a little bit later. Number 7, athletes will be clothed at all times. So once again, we are at a public park, whether the kids are 5 or 18, they don't need to be taking their shirts off, running in their bra, or running in with their shirt off, or with nothing on at practice, because it's a public place. We don't know who's out there. We don't know who's watching these kids. There might be some creepy guy in binoculars watching these kids. So in order for their safety and for your family safety, keep the kids clothed at all times at the track. Athletes under the age of 13 are required to wear the youth uniforms. The older kids, it's kind of I'll explain that a little bit later. Hold on.
Town hall meeting. Press star 3 on your telephone if you would like to ask.
All right, got it. Somebody else was on. Let's see. Number 9, if an athlete is on medication, it must be brought to every meet, practice, trip, club event. So if your child is asthmatic, they need to have their pump, even if they haven't been affected by that asthma in a while. If you have a pump, then bring it to track meets, because you never know what's going to happen. We never know with weather conditions. You really never know. Don't take your kids off their ADD medication in the summer, please. We're begging y'all. Don't do it. Or their mood stabilizers. Don't take them off of that in the summer. Even if it's just the summer, they're only going to track. No, keep them on them, please. Let's see. Number 10, parents aren't allowed to interrupt practices. Number 11, athletes under the age of 10 must be accompanied by a parent or guardian at all MetroStars events. Number 12, notifications to the director must be made one week prior to any possible missed event date. Number 13, there will be no refund of fees. This includes self-removal or dismissal. Number 14, in an effort to prevent injury to our young athletes, any New Orleans MetroStars member that engages in assistance from personal trainers or from coaches of other organizations, hold on, other programs and schools must disclose this information to the organization, or the athlete will be dismissed from the program. Because if y'all don't tell us, oh, I have a personal trainer and I lifted weights this morning, and we go to practice and y'all are running 600s, it's like, we're going to be upset that you're slacking, but really you just did 35 squats this morning, so you wouldn't be running as fast as you can. So we need communication. That's number 1. Let's see. Number 15, all athletes returning to the MetroStars program that refuse to train with the club will not be allowed to compete as MetroStars athletes. So if y'all don't come to practice, you can't be a MetroStar. It's that simple. Like, you can't go to your basketball coach and say, I'm not going to come to practice, but I'll be there for the games. You can't do that. So you can't do that with us. You can't do that with football. You can't do that with basketball. You can't do that with baseball. It's really kind of simple. Let's see. Next slide. Those are our rules. Next slide. All right, uniforms. The MetroStars youth uniform costs $65. The uniform for the older kids with the compression bottoms will be $75. So the reason we have different uniforms for the kids and different uniforms for the older kids is the kids, once they make 13, this is our rite of passage. So the kids don't really have rites of passage nowadays. You got 8-year-olds in Sephora wearing makeup. You have dudes little boys wearing ski masks and stuff and shiesty masks at 9 years old. So there's no rites of passage anymore. No, everybody thinks they're already grown at 7 years old. So MetroStars has a rite of passage. You're not a big kid until you get the choice to get your big kid uniform. So you're void of all responsibilities until you're 13. Once you make 13, we start putting everything on you. So you need to have your uniform, you need to have your numbers, you need to have everything prepared, you need to have your own bag. Your parents better not be bothering you about, oh, you forgot your shoes. That's your fault, because you were 13 and you have your agency to make those decisions, to leave things and to be responsible for things. So that is why when they make 13, they have the choice to wear compression shorts or wear the compression uniforms, because they have the choice over their bodily autonomy to say, you know what, I feel comfortable wearing this, or no, Coach Mel, I don't feel comfortable wearing this. I would like to stay in my shorts. So that's why we do this. The uniform is to be worn at all meets. Only purple, white, or black tights, compression shirts, and or sports bras are allowed to be worn and visible under the uniforms. I give Louis for the sports bras because it's kind of hard to find. Girls got to be comfortable. So it doesn't matter. I don't care what y'all colors our sports bras are, because we got to be comfortable, girl. But as far as the compression shirts and shorts and all that stuff, all the Ethica and PSD and colorful stripes and camouflage, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Pick a solid color: white, purple, black, maybe even gray. I'm fine with that. But yeah, we're not doing all that. Only athletes age 13 and above and over allowed to wear the compression bottoms. Yeah. Uniform tops are $35. Uniform if some kids, they'll wear an adult small in their uniform top for like a good 3-4 years. So they probably only grow out of the bottoms. So you can purchase a top or bottom exclusively if you want to. Uniform tops are $35. The bottoms are $35. I said 34 and 35, 35 and 35. The spandex bottoms are $45. If your athlete does not have a proper uniform, they won't be allowed to compete. So if they don't show up in their uniform, then I don't know what they were doing. So yeah. The uniform fees must be paid by March 29th. We put in the order on April 1st. The uniforms take about 3 to 4 weeks to get here. So we need to have them by the first week of March. So that is why it's set where it is. So everybody that's here today, hopefully y'all start ordering your uniforms so that we can get the uniform orders in on March 29th. That is when I submit, because we have to have a bulk order. So once we submit that first order, then we can't make another order until 12 more people order a uniform. So we have to get our stuff in on time, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm gonna go through how to purchase the uniform, how to order the uniform. So we'll do another screen share. Let's go back. Club store. So once again, it's on the club store page. You go onto the membership and you scroll down. Oops, wrong thing. Scroll down. And uniforms. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna put your athlete's name, the contact email, so whoever's paying for it, the gender, if it's male or female, because they kind of have different shorts and shirts, the size that they wear, the quantity of uniforms. So if you want to buy 2 uniforms or 3 uniforms, that's fine. I don't care. So most of y'all are getting full uniforms, so that's easy. Just click that. All right. If you're getting a full uniform, just click full uniform. Order now. And then I'll get an email saying so-and-so ordered a uniform. I'll go through that and I'll send you an invoice, because it's going to tell me everything that y'all said. I'll send you an invoice. If it says full uniform, I'm going to send you an invoice with $65 with the size of that uniform that you sent me. And if it's a girl or a boy, then y'all have to approve it and send me the money. And it's in. And that's when we purchase your uniform. But because I did this because a lot of people were ordering the wrong uniform when I did the direct pay. And they were like, I paid for this. And I'm like, no, you paid for I paid for a youth small. And I'm like, no, you paid for an adult small. So that's why I do this, so that we have something to check, so that everybody can say, oh, I messed up right here. Thank you for sending me that invoice so that I can correct that, and I can send you an updated invoice if it was wrong. The socks are not included in the full uniform. You don't have to buy those. So socks are $15. So you just add that to the uniform. So if you're ordering a separate, like if you're ordering just a shirt, you can unclick full uniform, say, I'm just getting a singlet, or I'm just getting a pair of shorts, or you know what, I want the socks. My uniform still fits, but I just want some socks. You can do all that. It's easy peasy, 1, 2, 3. Let's see, anything else with that? I don't think so. Oh, back to screen share. So there's going to be some questions about this next slide. So the cash money showcase uniform. So our showcase uniforms go to our showcase athletes. So in order to get a showcase uniform, you have earned something last season or in this indoor season. So some people have run indoor. It's very few people, but a lot of people ran last season. So if you are a regional champion or a junior Olympic medalist, you get this showcase uniform. You don't have to purchase it. That is a club purchase. We'll get it for you because you're one of our showcase athletes. National champions and team captains, they get the black uniforms. So that's signifying like this is a national champion, or this is a captain and a leader on our team. So the team captains are picked by the coaches. We nominate our athletes, and that's who they are. It's completely based on our feelings as coaches. Regional champions and JO's medalists, Junior Olympics medalists, those are based upon results driven. So national champion, results driven. So the only thing that's, let's see.
He made me sit down to practice because my friends played.
Okay, so I had a question. Are the socks something specific? We are new. Should we purchase the socks? If you want to, you don't have to buy the socks. Like that's why it's not included. Because everybody, like, some people don't like the fit of the socks, or some people don't like wearing socks with their spikes, so they don't have to buy the socks. So the socks are just if you want it. Let's see. So that's all about the uniforms. Next slide. All right, equipment. So proper running shoes are required. Please do not show up to practice in basketball shoes. No LeBrons, no KDs, no Aja Wilsons. I need you guys, well, we all need you guys to go and find a proper pair of running shoes. So there are different places around the city. You can actually go to Academy. Academy had a really good, like, I think y'all may have missed out. They had a really good sale in January on running shoes. They had Hoka's and some of the other more expensive shoes for like $75 and $60. So please hit up Academy. They have really good deals on running shoes. Louisiana Running and Walking Company, they always have a deal for us. There's a lot of places, and just let the kids try the shoes on, run around the store, see if they feel comfortable, because sometimes they'll put on a shoe and it's not for them. Because me personally, I could only wear Adidas because I'm flat-footed. So when I was running, if I put on a pair of Nikes, I was in pain. So I needed to go and get a pair of Adidas. So that's it. Sometimes it just works like that. If your child isn't comfortable in Brooks shoes, then they may need a pair of Hoka's, or they may need a pair of Nikes because they have a high arch or something like that. Let's see. And if your foot is fat, Nikes are not for you unless you get the super expensive ones. Let's see. Spikes, we're gonna need those once we get closer to the meet. So we have plenty of time to order spikes. It's only the beginning of March. Our first meet isn't until May, so you have a lot of time to order spikes and get the sizes right and order some if you have to go online instead of going to Academy or one of the local stores to buy a pair of spikes and get to try them on. So if they don't have them and you have to order them, you have plenty of time to do that. Make sure that you guys have a refillable water bottle. Stanleys are popular, so just get a Stanley. I guess, I don't know, they're expensive, but you can any type of water bottle that you can put in the washing machine. I mean, not put in the washer, put in the dishwasher and reuse is very useful to have throughout this summer. What I used to do, I used to get my little squeeze water bottle and put it in the freezer overnight, and then when it was time for practice, I have ice, like a big block of ice in my water bottle, and go to practice and let it melt on its own because it's that hot out here. And I'd have water after every run I did, because nice ice cold water. And I wouldn't be tempted to drink the whole bottle after one race, after one little run or something like that, or rep. Let's see. Throwers will need to purchase their related implements. So if your athlete ends up being a thrower with Coach Uche, then he'll let them know what kind of equipment they need to purchase, what weight they need to purchase, and where we can find it. And it just helps us out. It helps everybody out. So like if we're at practice and there's only one shot put and 6 shot putters out there, then we're wasting a lot of time. If we have 6 shot putters and 6 shot puts, then we're moving in a streamline. We're rolling. Okay. If we have 9 javelin throwers and 2 javelins, we're not working as efficiently as we can. If we have 9 javelin throwers and 9 javelins, we're working very efficiently. So that helps us with training and not wasting everybody's time and helping everybody improve on their own. So if you're using your equipment and you're using your equipment, then it'll help you out in the meets when you're using your equipment. Like, you don't have to borrow somebody else's javelin. You're like, oh, this doesn't feel right. You have your own. Metro Stars, we have 2 tents. We have 2 10 by 20 tents. So we bring those out to the meets. But if we're a growing team, we have a lot of people. So if y'all want to bring y'all's own tent, you have to get there early. But you have to, like, you can get your own tent. You can bring your own tent. You can go to Academy and buy a 10 by 10 and you'll be fine. Next slide. All right, spikes. There are different types of spikes for different types of athletes. What we recommend is that, athletes get kind of a mid-distance spike or a, multi-event spike, because that we're working with kids. So until they start specializing when they're like 15 and 16, they can be in really anything. The short distance sprint spikes for sprint races in 400 meters and under, you know, some spikes are lightweight. They have a very thin heel, and they're streamlined, and they kind of have a carbon base at the bottom where it makes their heel stay up off the ground. The middle distance spikes, they have kind of a heel. So with the ones that are mid distance and they kind of have that heel, we kind of use those because a lot of our kids, we try different events, so it'll help them out with long jump, high jump, javelin, running, all that other stuff. So like if you don't know what you're doing, just grab a spikes with like a little cushion at the bottom of the heel. So then your kid won't get hurt, because a lot of the kids, they start off heel striking, so that their foot hits with the heel first and then their toe. So that if we put them in some sprint spikes, then they're jamming their heel directly to the ground. But if they have a mid-distance spikes with like cushion, then they have a little bit of cushion, and it avoids injuries like shin splints and, you know, hairline fractures. Long distance runners, they tend to have like thicker heels and less spikes on the front of their shoes because they're running for longer distances. They kind of they're able to heel strike while they're running. It's fine. And it just helps with the traction required for them to run. Once again, for the newer runners who don't really know what they're doing, what event their athlete does, then we recommend like the middle distance type spike. And they kind of sell those at Academy, like the general spikes. Then they're not too expensive. Or you go to Runner's Warehouse, they'll have like, Runner's Warehouse they have a good selection of different types of spikes. Where to buy spikes? Louisiana Running and Walking Company. It's on Canal Street, right there, Canal in Carrollton. You make that if you're coming. Well, I'm at Xavier right now because that's where I work. I'm director of recreation at Xavier University. So like, if you're coming from Xavier, you're gonna make that left turn and go straight down the street, and it's gonna be on your right. And you'll run into, it's like a house. It looks like a house, but it's a store. Varsity Sports on Magazine, they have running shoes. They're really good. Dick's Sporting Goods, they have shoes. Like Dixon Academy, they'll have like the general type stuff. Let's see, if you have to order online, Foot Locker and Champs are decent. Let's see, what else? Amazon has a big selection of spikes, but sometimes you'll end up with you'll look at a pair and you're like, oh, thank God they're cheap, but you're gonna end up getting the shit from China. So be careful on what you're ordering on Amazon with the spikes. There's a website, Dick Pine Athletics. They have a lot of spikes for with the smaller sizes. So like if you have an athlete that's in the 5 and the 6-year-old age group where their feet are extremely small, then you can find them there. And Fitness Sports, they also have a large selection of the youth size spikes. So if you're getting those, then you might need to order those pretty early because they go fast. And Nike and some of the other people like Adidas, they don't tend to restock. They stock the little kids spikes early, and they don't stock again until like next year. So yeah, you might want to get on that. BS Athletics also has a lot of spikes, and once again, Running Warehouse. So I think I have all those in the manual. So if just look through the manual if y'all are having issues finding spikes. Let's see, anything else? Nope, that's it. Oh, Metro Spikes program. So we received a grant from the Good Sports Foundation, and they gave us a whole bunch of spikes, so 30 pairs of spikes. So we started off our spike program with those 30 pairs of spikes. So we give the athlete, like, if y'all can't find any spikes and we have them, then y'all are first. Once you pay your dues, you first come, first serve, you get a pair of spikes. And also, like, since we started that, we've had parents who bought the wrong pair of spikes or the wrong size spikes for their athlete, and they're like, we don't know what to do with them, so they just donate them to the team. So we have a large database of donated spikes from other parents and other kids on the team that y'all are also welcome to. They're free. I'm not gonna pay for those. That's fine. Take them off my hands. They're in my garage. Once again, it's a first come, first serve basis. Yeah, take them off my hands. Our events. So these are events that we coach. We do races, throws, jumps. The running events. So there are 3 separate categories. So there's sprints, distance, and hurdles. Well, 4 sprints, distance, hurdles, and relays. So the sprints are 100-meter dash, 200-meter dash, and 400-meter dash. Yes, the 400 is a sprint. The distance events, well, mid-distance events, because we don't really do anything over 3,000 meters, are the 800-meter run, which is the half mile, 1,500 meter run, metric mile, and the 3,000 meter run is the metric 2 mile. The hurdle events that we coach are the 80 meter hurdles, 100, 110 meter hurdles, 200 meter hurdles, and 400 meter hurdles. So relays, there's the 4x4, 4x1, 4x2, 4x4, and 4x8. I think we have 4x2 on there. Yeah, we do have 4x2 on it. So there's only one meet with a 4x2. It just depends. We might throw some people in there, we might not, who knows. Our throws. So we coach javelin and turbo javelin for the 12 and unders, shot put and discus. So we don't do hammer throw. I don't know anything about that. The jumps, I don't know why I have pole vault on there because we don't know anything about that either. But we do long jump, triple jump, and high jump. We don't do pole vault. We'll probably outsource. If somebody's a pole vaulter, we'll have to outsource that to somebody who knows about it because we don't know anything about it. Let's see. Yeah, those are our events. If you have any questions about that. So a lot of people are coming from school track and middle school track or NORA track or JPRD where they ran certain events. It may look totally different in the summer because this is a totally different animal from school, like school track and summer track are two totally different animals, especially in Louisiana. So yeah, it may look a little bit different. Y'all may say, why is my athlete running this? You will find out. You quickly find out. Let's see, track terminology for all of our newbies. So a sprint is a short distance race. So that's less than one time around the track. A mid-distance race is a race lasting longer than one time around the track, but less than 7 times around the track. Distance races are races lasting longer than 7 times around the track or road races. The stagger is the term used in races that start on a curve to make up for the difference in distance of the curve in each lane, so that each athlete starts from the same distance from the finish line. Same distance from the finish line. Blocks are an aid used at the start of a sprint event. A heat. This is where confusion comes in when y'all start. So a heat is a round of a race within a group. So if there are 8 lanes on a track and there are, 40 kids running the 100, then there will be 5 heats, sorry, who tripping? 5 heats of people running the 100. So if your athlete is competing against all 40 of those people in their age group. So say you have a 10-year-old boy running the 100 against 40 other people running the 100. So they're running against all 40 people. If they win their heat, that means that they won their heat. But if their time isn't greater than the overall time, then they did not win the whole 100-meter event. So that's what a heat is. So the heat is the group within the group. A lap is one complete time around the track. That's 400 meters. That's what a lap is. So when we send somebody on a lap, that's one whole time around the track. So if they're walking, then they're not completing their lap. A PR, you'll hear that a lot. There's a lot around us. So that's personal record. So if your athlete is doing javelin throw and their best throw is 80 feet, and then at a track meet, they throw 85 feet. That's a personal record because they beat their last record of 80 feet by 5 feet. So you're going to hear that a lot. A split is the time of a particular segment of a race or a relay. So when we talk about running the 800 or a relay or something like that, so if you're running the mile and we're going to say we need you to split this time each lap, we need to split 108 each lap, then sorry, one of our college kids is calling me right now, but I'm going to ignore that. She'll call later. So when we say, we need to split 105 each lap, which is impossible right now. So, but that's, each lap I need you to run 1 minute and 5 seconds. So that's what a split is. Like the race split into small segments, or we need you to split this at each 200. It's just the race split into segments. You can look up more terminology. I'll have this link, track.isports.com, if it's still there in the parent manual, so that you can look up track terms so that y'all can understand what the coach is talking about, so we don't sound crazy to y'all. Let's see, next slide. All right, so this is the 400-meter track. Basically, all tracks are basically a 400-meter oval. Generally, each straightaway is 100 meters and the curve is 100 meters. The staggers are used to make the distances equal around the track. So when we say, this is often the 400-meter starting line right here. So when somebody's up here in lane 2 or all the way up here in lane 8, that we're trying to get the track equal all the way around so they can get back to the finish line right here. Okay, so from here all the way around to here is not the same length as right here to here. It's much longer. So it's kind of like a bullseye. So the smallest point in the bullseye is the middle of the bullseye, right? So lane 1 is the shortest way around the track. That's generally 400 meters directly. But once you go out farther in the bullseye, which is the track, it gets farther and farther around. So in order to make up for that distance, we have the stagger. All right, y'all got that? Easy peasy, 1, 2, 3 easy. So when we're at the track practice track, this is where I need the parents at, right here, or in your cars, anywhere but on the track. All right, because the kids are on the track, they're working out. We're at City Park. There's normally a lot of people out there at City Park working out and running around at the same time. So if you're not out there working out, walking around in the outside lanes of the track, because that's what walkers are in lane 7 and 8, if you're not out there walking in the outside lanes of the track, then you need to be on the side or in your car. All right. Socialize with other parents. Enjoy yourself. Don't worry about your kids. We got them. We got them. Let's see. Anything else? 400 meter starts right here. 200 meter start is the opposite side of the track because it's a half of the track. 400 meters, 200 meters, half the track. Let's see. Anything else about the track? Nope. Next slide. Next slide. All right. Practices right now. Practices are Wednesdays and Fridays at 5:30 p.m. at the City Park practice track located adjacent to Tad Gomi Stadium, unless otherwise specified. Once again, back to rule number 1, be there on time. Athletes will be sent home because now this is when everybody's finishing up with park track and doing other things, and where our numbers are going up. So we don't have the 9 and 10 and to 15 kids at practice. We're gonna start moving up to 30 and 35 and 40, and then once we get closer and closer to the season, it's gonna be 60 and 70 kids out at practice. So that means that we need to have organization. In order to have organization, we need everybody to be there on time. So when you're more than 10 minutes late, you're basically interrupting practice. We're already in the swing of things. So if you're over 10 minutes late, then we're gonna send you home. We're gonna send your athlete back to the car. Yeah. I know it seems a little bit harsh and people are gonna be upset, but that's how we have to work. Let's see, anything else on that? No practices. All right, so once we're at 5:30 right now because everybody's in school right now, and so it's easier for parents to pick their kids up from school and come directly to the track at 5:30 instead of going all the way home and trying to get back to the track for 6 o'clock. So, direct from school or after school programs and come at 5:30. Getting there at 5:30 is easier for most parents. But once school gets close to ending, we start pushing practice back to 6 o'clock. So our general practice schedule kind of is arrival, 6:05 warm-up laps, 6:10 stretching and drills. So once we're at the stretching and drills part, it kind of doesn't make sense for anybody to arrive late. And then we have to take a coach away from what the majority of the team is doing to watch this one kid do their laps and do their stretches and, get situated. And we're taking away from the rest of the team. So we have to be unselfish and we have to be here on time so that everybody can get what they need. Let's see, anything else on this one? So yeah, 6:10 stretching and drills, workout, strengthen abs, cool down. So that's generally the general practice schedule. So once we start going to 4 practices a week, so sometimes once we start the meets, we'll start doing Monday through Thursday. We're gonna start adding another day to the schedule pretty soon. We'll let you guys know. It's probably gonna end up being Mondays, but it's kind of there's a lot of different things that we do and a lot of different things that the athletes do. So we kind of work around and rotate everything. So Monday kind of is a run day. So everybody runs, even our throwers, even though they don't like it. If they're shot put, we have to be explosive. We have to be able to run. We have to be athletic. So everybody runs on Monday. Tuesdays, javelin, short hurdle day, So that's like our 80 meter, 100 meter hurdlers. They work out on that day. They'll separate from the running group and go work out. The javelins will separate from the running group and go work out. Wednesdays are shot put. So the shot putters will separate from the workout group and go work on their shot put. The longer hurdlers, so like 300, 200 hurdlers, 400 hurdlers, they'll step out and work out with their group. On Thursdays, discus and the jumps. So discus people, they'll step out from the rest of the workout group and go work on discus, the long jump, triple jump, high jump. They'll step out, go work on their jumps. Yeah, that's just how we kind of keep it organized. If anything changes, we will let you guys know, because sometimes these different things change. Sometimes one of the coaches has something on that schedule on one of the days, so the jump coach may have to switch and put jumps on Tuesdays or something like that. So we will definitely let you guys know if anything is changing, on the team app once y'all join. Let's see. All right, track meets. This is important. Track meets are all day events. Okay, so if y'all's athlete has run high school, you got to think it's only one age group. So it's everybody in high school and just girls and boys, right? So those track meets can take place in 3 hours from 5 o'clock to 8 o'clock and be done with. But these events, there are, let's see, 8 and under, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 9 age groups of girls and boys participating in every track meet. Minimum. That's a minimum. So that's why these track meets are all day. So plan your day. So most of our meets are going to take place on a Saturday. So plan your day on those Saturdays. Once y'all get that schedule, just plan to be out the house from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. because sometimes those meets run over. Sometimes we'll be blessed and get gone by like 2 o'clock. But some days we'll be there until 6, 7 o'clock, which is sick. But yeah, it happens. Check the schedule and inform the coaches before any meet absences. So we'll be posting the schedule probably tomorrow on the Stack Team app. You'll be able to go through and say, oh, I can make this event. I can make this event. My athlete will be there. They'll be there. And, we'll make it happen. But if not, then you say my athlete can't make it, can't make it. So make sure that you guys, once again, make sure that you guys register so that we know what athlete is attached to which parent, so that when you join the Stack Team app, we'll automatically attach your athlete to your profile. So when those events go live, then you're able to check off if they can make the event or not. Let's see. All athlete entry fees are paid through the membership dues. So we basically pay for all the meets in advance through the membership dues. So when y'all don't let us know that they're not coming to an event, it's already paid for. We didn't waste some money, so it's okay. Let's see. We'll provide a tent cover. We used to do Kool-Aid Gatorade. We don't really do that anymore because y'all wasted a lot of our Gatorade, so it's okay. No more of that. We will have tent cover. We like the athletes to arrive at the meets at least an hour prior to that first event. So when we say, all right, if your first event is the 100 meter dash and the 100 meter dash looks like it's about to start about 10 a.m., we need you there at 9 a.m. at the latest, because you have to do your warm-ups, you have to check in, you have to make sure that you have everything, your shoes and all that other stuff. So we need you at the event an hour prior to that first event of the day, of that athlete's first event of the day. Let's see, next page. All right, travel meets. So let me go through our schedule first. Let me pull that up real quick. Screen share. So this is the 2025 schedule. This will be a PDF attached to email. It'll also be available on the Stack Team app in the documents folder. So basically our schedule, the meets in bold are the very important events. That's the ones that we really would like all hands on deck, all people attending, because those are the big ones. The Trojan United Invitational, Johnny Jacobs Playground, that's because that is our first event, our first track meet. I like everybody to be there. Let's see. 524 is the Betty Smothers Invitational in Baton Rouge. They don't have a location yet. They'll let us know soon, hopefully. It'll be in Baton Rouge, I know that, but it's a pretty decent sized event, but it's not super huge. The Southeast Louisiana Road Runner season opener. It's a decent event that's going to be out in Hammond. We'll be hosting, like I said before, we'll be hosting an event that is the Metro Stars primary meet. That is for our 8 and under athletes and all the 8 and under athletes in the region or anybody that wants to come. So that's going to be at Joe Brown Park on June 5th. Right after that will be the Louisiana Governors Games, which is a huge meet. It'll be at Southeast Louisiana University on June 7th and 8th. So I think a lot of our high schools are going to be taking the ACT and SAT or something like that weekend. So y'all will wait. I don't care about. School is first, number one. So go take y'all's ACTs and SATs. Also, they said that the next week regionals that a lot of students will be taking ACTs and SATs. So if they scheduled to take that, please let me know way in advance because we have they're able to get waived to go to adjoining region. So adjoining regions region. So regional. So this right here, the italicized meets are meets that are AAU Junior Olympic qualifiers. So in order to qualify for the Junior Olympics, you have to place the top 6 in the region. So if they're unable to make the Region 11 qualifier because they have the ACTs or SATs, then we have to get a waiver sent in so that they can go to either the Texas region. So there's a Houston region, that's our adjoining region to us. There's a Dallas region, that's the adjoining region to us. Arkansas is adjoining region to us, and Alabama's adjoining region. So our region is Louisiana, Mississippi. It is, I'm not gonna lie, it's fairly easy to get through. Like we're one of the easier regions to get through. We don't even have a district meet. We just have our regionals and slide. So Texas, they have district and regionals, and those 2 districts are monster districts. Those aren't the districts, unless your child is a monster, then you don't want to send them to those regions. They're probably not going to get through. But Arkansas is also a pretty easy region. So if they miss that, then you send them up to the Arkansas regionals and they'll probably slide. Let's see, anything else? Or the Alabama region. There's only a few teams out in Alabama, but they're tough, but they're a lot easier than both of the Texas regions. But yeah, that's top 6 athletes qualify. So if you place in the top 6 in your age group in your event, so if you're running the 200 and you place in 3rd place, then you qualify to participate in the Junior Olympics. If you got 7th place, unfortunately, you missed out. But that's the goal with Survive and Advance. Let's see, 6/21, so June 21st is the Henry Grant invite. That's in Hineville, Louisiana, right down the street. 6/28, that's Independence Day Classic in Skylandville High School in Baton Rouge. 7, 8 through the 12th, so that's the AAU Club Championships. That is our first travel meet. So that's our team travel meet. That's one of our first team travel meets. You don't have to go to that. It's a national event, but you don't have to qualify for it. So if your athlete didn't qualify for Junior Olympics and you want them to get a taste or a feel of nationals, a national competition, then they can go to the club championships. And also, it is also a qualifier. So if your athlete places top 8 at club championships, then they automatically qualify to go to the AAU Junior Olympic Games. But here's the caveat here. It is extremely hard to place in the top 8 in AAU club championships. So that's why if you do place in the top 8 and you missed out on your region or whatever, then it's automatic qualifier because you're like that. The next meet is the Metro Stars, and we'll be out there at University of Florida in Jacksonville for almost a week. So we try to do things with the kids, like go to Dave & Buster's or find something fun for them to do. If there's an amusement park nearby, then we try to hit that up so the kids will have a good time and have a very good experience. We normally take a charter bus out there. So it's always, we have a ride everywhere. It's basically the team chauffeur. So they drive us around, drop us off at restaurants where we want to eat, or at the restaurant that the team is eating at. We'll probably take a beach trip out there. We're going to have a good family fun time out at club championships. And it's a really good experience for the athletes. Even if they do qualify for Junior Olympics, it's kind of a really good warm up for it. 7/19, so July 19th is the New Orleans Metro Stars Invitational at Johnny Jacobs Playground. That's a local meet. That's our meet. We are hosting it. We need all hands on deck for that meet. So normally we are helping out with being officials, measurements, passing out water, checking people in. It's a lot, and we actually put on a very good meet. Like we get really good reviews on our meet. So, we want to keep our reputation sky high. The last meet of the season is that's the last meet of the season. Okay. Postseason is club championships and Junior Olympics. So Metro Stars meet is kind of trickling into the postseason, but the big postseason meet is the AAU Junior Olympic Games. That is the big kahuna, the Catalina wine mixer. That is what we're working towards at the end of the season. We're not working towards club championships. That's a out of town business trip. The AAU Junior Olympics is it. That is the one. That is what we're trying to do. We're trying to get there. We're trying to put down our best times and put our foot on people's necks out there. It's at Humble High School in Houston, Texas. Well, Humble, Texas. That is basically everybody across the country. So the top 6 out of every region across the country, except for that Houston region, which will be top 8 because they're the host region. But every region across the country, those top 6 and those top 8s that qualify from AU club championships, everybody will be at the AU Junior Olympics competing against each other. So it doesn't matter if you're in first place or 50th place, you've earned your spot there. You are a competitor. You want to go out there and test your mettle, then go to the Junior Olympics. We'll have, I've already gotten our hotel kind of situated. We just got to fill up that room block. I think that's it for our schedule. Let's see. Anything else about the schedule? No. Right. So once again, the 2 qualifying meets for the AU Junior Olympics. The easy peasy qualifier is the AU Region 11 qualifier. Just because I'm saying it's easy peasy does not mean it's easy. It is not easy to place in the top 6, but we just kind of have the easiest region. Club championships is pretty tough to qualify, but it is doable. It's very doable. You just got to be like that or work hard at it. But it's also a very good meet to get to and touch the medal at. Junior Olympics, huge meet, very important. Catalina wine mixer. That's what we're working towards. All right, let's see. Anything else? Back to the PowerPoint. Let's see. Yeah, got those. Those are our travel meets. We talked about those. We're still contemplating if we're going to take a charter bus out to Humble, Texas. It just depends on what everybody's thinking about doing. So it depends on you guys. So if you guys want to do a charter bus out to Humble, Texas, then we can make that happen. If y'all don't, then and y'all want to go on y'all's own, because it is a full week out there. So it's basically Monday. To some of these kids will be out there from Saturday to Saturday. So Monday through Saturday, we'll be out there. Some people are starting school that week of August. We'll do letters to the school saying, this athlete qualified for the Junior Olympic Games. Please excuse them from school. Please let this be excused absence from school, because they're, much like they excuse people for the Little League World Series or the Pop Warner Championships, then they can excuse you for the the Junior Olympic Games, because it's one of the governing bodies of track and field in the United States. Let's see. Booster Club. So parents, you guys are in charge of the Booster Club. So if you guys want to do any fundraising, that is on you. But any dollars raised in the Metro Stars name goes directly to the Metro Stars. So you cannot raise money for the Metro Stars just to pay for your gas money to get to a track meet. That doesn't work. That's not how it works. When you raise money for the Metro Stars, you raise the money for the Metro Stars athletes. So if you're raising directly for your athlete, that's fine. I don't care. But it is not directly for you. It's not for the family of the Metro Stars. It's for Metro Stars athletes. Also, we don't stand on the corner and shake hands. We do everything but. We write grants. We do all kind of things, but we don't stand on the corner and shake hands. Let's see. Anything else? Oh, frequently asked questions. So let me pull up the FAQ real quick. Let's see. Screen share. Let's see. All right, scroll scroll down. All right, FAQ. So our frequently asked questions. Can y'all see? Can I get a thumbs up or like a hand if I can see it? Charles, you were super late. We already went over the practice locations and stuff already. I'll send this out to y'all, okay? Frequently asked questions. Does my child have to try out for the team? The New Orleans
Wait,
Metro
I'm sorry. We don't see the FAQ. It's showing like your file folder.
Okay, hold on. Let me fix it. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Screen share, new share. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. All right, FAQ. Does my child have to try out for the team? The New Orleans Metro? No, the New Orleans Metro Stars is a membership-based organization. Anyone may join as long as they pay the membership dues and are serious about wanting to be a track and field athlete. So there's no tryout, there's no elite or whatever. Like it's if you want to learn track and field, you can come and join Metro Stars. It's not exclusive at all. We're not exclusive at all. How old does my athlete have to be to run for Metro Stars? Athletes ages 6 to 12. So if they turn 6 this year, then they may join Metro Stars. If they're 5 and under, like we like to have the kids to have a year of school under them so that they understand lining up and following directions and things like that. So like if they don't have that year of school under them, which we found that some of the 5-year-olds, a lot of 5-year-olds don't, then yeah, it's not going to work out. They're going to be interrupting practice and it's going to be a hindrance to the whole program. So we start them off at 6 and they go up to 18. So also if the athlete is 18 already, like if they turned 18 last year, but their birthday is not until, like if their birthday is after August, like that week of Junior Olympics, after that week of Junior Olympics, then they can turn 19, they can still run this year. But if they turn 19 before that, then season is no Metro Star season this year. Let's see. Typically, how long is the season? The practice for regular season starts in March. The meet schedule runs from the end of May to the end of July and the first week of August. However, we do hold all season conditioning practices beginning in October or November. How important is practice attendance? Is it mandatory to attend each practice? It's very important. A variety of fundamental concepts need to be covered in track and field for all events. Coaches spend quality time and commitment into each workout to reassure that athletes progress at the proper rate and refrain from injuries. Therefore, we highly recommend attendance to all practice sessions, especially if your child's priority sport during the summer is going to be track and field. So we have a lot of kids that do baseball and kind of soccer, but you got to try to at least make 2 to 3 practices a week, because you're not going to see the improvement that you want like being a part-time athlete. So yeah, do your best to make it to practices. Is it an issue if my athlete is involved in other sports during track season? It's not an issue at all. Schedule conflicts should be discussed with the coaches. However, summer practices are 4 days a week. Attending 3 out of 4, like I said before, like it's, if you want to see what you want to see if you want to get what you want to get out of track and field, you kind of need to practice. It's not a show up, especially summer track. You can't just show up. It's a lot. Let's see. The registration is, even if they're doing another sport, registration fee is still the same thing. There's no discounts. Let's see. Is participation in all track meets mandatory? Full participation is encouraged for everyone, including practices and meets. Blah, blah, blah. The meet schedule will be released early enough to plan family vacations or to check for any possible schedule conflicts. So you don't have to do all the track meets. Like I said, the ones in bold are extremely important. The ones not in bold, you can miss. It's fine. If y'all want to take y'all's vacation on one of the weeks of the non-bold meets, that's awesome. But the bold meets, we kind of need y'all here. Let's see. And the qualified meets, we need y'all here. Let's see. Next one. My son and daughter has never run track before, so I'm not sure what events will be best for them. The coaches will use their best judgment to determine your child's strengths from the workouts and place them in the events they feel your child will have the best potential in. It's likely some will shift events throughout the season. Please trust the coaches to coach the child. So like if your athlete is under 10 years old, they're gonna end up doing a whole lot of different events throughout the summer because we can't specialize a 9-year-old. Like we can't say, oh, this kid is a 1,500 meter runner. No, we can't do that. Like they can do anything really. Like we can just throw them in there and see what they can do. Like we've had a kid who thought they was just a sprinter and we put them in a throwing event and ended up doing well in national. So it's a mixed bag with these kids. So we'll find out. We'll figure everything out. It works. We've had kids that did distance events and throwing it, or we had kids that did specifically throwing events, and then once they got to middle school and high school, they changed to just straight distance running. Like they were a thrower, and now they're a real runner. So it's these kids grow, they change, they hit puberty, everything happens. Anything can happen. This you throwing up the dice, really. Let's see. Well, my son or daughter ran track before, they ran a certain event. Why are they not competing in that event this summer? I'm just gonna say, just trust the coaches to coach your athlete. That's it. Trust us. What should my athlete bring to practice? Water or a low sugar sports drink. Please do not bring those Kool-Aid jammers or Capri Suns or those juices that look like water, but it's really just sugar water. That's not gonna help those athletes. Water, Powerade, Gatorade. Water is really the best because we're in New Orleans, so it's humid. So when we sweat, it doesn't help us. But we sweat, we're gonna end up so your body makes you sweat a lot more down here. So water is extremely, extremely, extremely important, and staying hydrated is extremely, extremely important down here. Comfortable workout attire, weather appropriate, and running shoes. Spikes will only be needed once we get close to the season beginning. During the summer months, we recommend a cooler with ice, water, wet towel to keep cool, and sunblock. Please be sure not to send your child to practice with basketball shoes, school shoes, or dance shoes. A comfortable running shoe with the arch and heel support is needed. Wearing an appropriate running shoe will prevent shin splints, inflammation of the heel, and damage to the Achilles tendons. These injuries are very common amongst young athletes wearing the wrong shoes to practice or from improper running technique during practice. How long are the track meets and when are they scheduled? Almost all meets take place on Saturdays. Be prepared to plan your day from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Is it okay for my child to just practice with the team but not participate in the meets? Again, the Metro Stars is a track and field club. It's not a fat camp or a fitness class. So we ask that ask for your commitment and dedication to the track club with interest of your child being a track and field athlete. The workouts will benefit any athlete in various sports. So if you decide on track to assist your athlete in alternate sports, that's totally fine. But respect the coaches and your athlete's teammates by communicating and attending practices and track meets regularly and on time. Also, by paying the membership fee, you've already paid for your athlete's entry into the meets. So if y'all don't want to do that, y'all don't want to do that. You already paid for it. Let's see. How much would it cost for my athlete to run? There's one membership fee for everyone pays to become a Metro Star. The uniform fee is a separate fee because athletes can reuse uniforms from previous seasons. We don't change it. There are also separate fees for out-of-town meets such as AAU National Club Championships or the AAU Junior Olympics should your athlete qualify or decide to compete. So once again, our membership dues are $400. We do have assistance programs. So if an athlete has a parent in jail or a parent who has passed away, we have assistance programs for that. You just contact one of the coaches or myself, the director, and we'll, make something shake for you, right? If you guys are low income, we have our, payment plans and payment options to get you there to that $400. Like you don't have to pay every $400 directly. That's crazy. Just coming out, this economy is insane. We can't afford that. So if you need to, we make it happen for you guys. Just get in contact with us. We're gonna try to make it happen for you. Let's see about the uniform. Does my son or daughter have to wear the tights when they reach older age groups? So the boys are hitting puberty in the 12 and 13 and 14 age group. So some of them don't want to wear tights. It's their decision. So once they make 13, it's their choice. So if they want to wear the tights, they can wear them. I'll get them for them. If they don't want to wear the tights, they don't have to wear them. I won't get them for them. But if they're under 12, they're wearing the shorts unless they get a showcase uniform. The showcase uniforms is the company don't know how to make shorts. So it's whatever. Everybody gets their little compression uniform. Let's see. Oh, big. The biggest thing. How important is nutrition and any tips on what my child should eat the day of a meet? So nutrition is just as important as training for our young athletes throughout the season. It is also something that's overlooked by most parents. One of our jobs as coaches is to teach proper nutrition intake to the team, parents, and athletes in order to refrain from injuries and to assist in effective performance during practice and, of course, the meets. The number one poison parents often allow their children to eat is sugar. That's snacks, candy, and cold drinks, y'all. Your child will absolutely not reap any benefits to their training and performance with overconsumption of the following: candy, hot chips, cookies, fried foods, and cokes. Yes, they are kids, and those are the type of things they enjoy eating. However, overconsumption of any of the above prior to workouts or on the day of a track meet is unacceptable. Here's what we do recommend: at least a few hours prior to practice. Sandwiches, salad, goldfish snacks, pretzels, crackers, trail mix, fruit, water, things that the kids can graze on throughout the day. The day before a track meet, we encourage the consumption of at least 8 to 10 glasses of water, lean protein, so chicken or seafood, and a pasta dinner. So like shrimp pasta, that's a good thing to eat before a track meet. My dad used to trick me because I thought we were having bonding time because he used to take me to Olive Garden the day before an event. So I was like, oh, it's me and my dad, we're going to Olive Garden. But no, he just wanted me to carbo load. So yeah, a pasta dinner. On the day of a meet, breakfast is important, but keep the serving sizes in moderation. So we don't want them to eat full, grand slams from Denny's, but typically pancakes or waffle with like low sugar syrup. Try to keep the meat kind of lean, like with turkey bacon and sausage, whole wheat toast, hot or cold cereal or oatmeal, fruit and yogurt, or cereal bars and things like that. So nothing super heavy. So grits is fine, but if you're doing grits, eggs, bacon, and sausage, and a toast, and some gravy on top, your child's gonna be sluggish throughout the day. So we want things that are gonna help fuel our bodies so that we can make it last from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Suggestion for your coolers for the track meets. This is as important it's important that the athletes stay hydrated and well nourished throughout the meet day. So what you guys are going to want to invest in is a nice cooler. So a good cooler that you can bring to the track meets for yourself and the kids, because we want you to stay hydrated as well, because we've had parents almost pass out at the track meets because they didn't bring themselves water. Bring yourself water, bring yourself some food, bring all that. Like, y'all have to survive this just like us. Water, low sugar sports drinks, fruit snacks, yogurt, cheese and crackers or graham crackers, Nutri-Grain cereal bars, sandwiches. So lean meats and cheeses, tuna, chicken, or PB&J. So let's see. Yeah. Anything else? Okay, so we also have a guide in the parent manual. So it's called the Well Prepared Track and Field Family. It has a lot of information about things that you guys might want to invest in before the summer. If you guys never played a sport before, then it's going to be a whole lot jumping into summer track. But these are things that you guys should invest in. Most importantly, I'm going to scroll down to what the athlete needs. So like the athlete book sack, these are things that they want to have with them for practices, for meets. So you need them to have their athletic bag. So in that bag, they're going to keep their spikes, a towel, warm-up clothes, a bottle of water. Like at the track meets, because we kind of keep the kids with us, because they kind of get, y'all, how do I say this? Parents, y'all distract y'all's kids at the track meets. So we kind of steal y'all's kids for the day sometimes at the track meet so that they can lock in and get focused for their events. So you want to put a lunch in there, have a lunch or food in their bag at the track meet so that they can snack throughout the day when they're with us, the coaches, so that y'all aren't running around and saying, hey, come back to the tent, come back by me so you can get a snack, come back and do this when they need to be locking in. You want to keep extra socks, a rain poncho or a raincoat or a little small umbrella, extra socks because things happen, extra underwear, things happen. But yeah, is that it for that manual? Is it? No. Okay, so we have our code of conduct. Okay, so this is important. So when we send the manual, on the back 3 pages is the code of conduct, and the last page is the acknowledgement of receipt form. So that says that you got the code of conduct, you got the manual, you understand everything that's going on. We didn't lie to you. So once you sign that, you're locked in with Metro Stars. Let's see. Let's go through the code of conduct points real quick. Athlete code of conduct. This is for the kids specifically. Let's see. Be courteous to others at all times. Don't brag or boast to your competitors or teammates. That just doesn't build good sportsmanship. There will be no fighting, arguing, or swearing. No earbuds or headphones at practice. Y'all need to be listening and pay attention. Once again, we practice at a public park, so it's a highway out there, so we need everybody to be alert and paying attention. Swimming is not permitted the day before a meet or a race. Go to bed early the night before the meet or race. Arrive at the track, be prepared and ready to compete and wearing your entire uniform. Do not arrive with rollers in your hair or do-rags or bonnets. You need to show up presentable. Our colors are purple, white, and Vegas gold. Approved compression undergarments are white, black, or purple. I let gray slide. But all that, the PSD, the colorful, and the Ethica and all the other stuff that's egregious, please keep it simple. Just solid white, black, or purple, or gray. 8, do not play on the track, in the stands, in the bathrooms, under the bleachers, in the staging area, or any location where there is a competition. When we're at the track meet, it's business. It's not play. 9, athletes are not allowed to wear Crocs. Once the season begins, Coach Mel does not want to see Crocs or slides at all. When you come to practice, you come in your tennis shoes. When you come to the track meet, you come in your tennis shoes and you stay in your tennis shoes all day. Research has shown that Crocs and slides wearing that all day is not good. It's not good for the development of these young athletes' feet. You're going to end up with plantar fasciitis. If you're wearing Crocs all day, then you have to get out there and run full speed or run 2 miles. Put your tennis shoes on, wear them all day. Parents, be parents. If they walk out the house in no Crocs, send them back in the house and tell them put their tennis shoes on and put the Crocs up. That's it. I'm sorry, that's just the bane of my existence. So many kids have slipped and fell because they were wearing Crocs or slides at the track meets, and it's the bane of my existence. Do not forget your track shoes. Put your name in all clothing and shoes, because once you get the track meets, like backpacks, shoes, spikes, uniforms, warm-ups. Parents, y'all pay a lot of money for all that stuff. Water bottles, y'all pay a lot of money for that stuff. Put your kid's name on it so it doesn't get stolen. Because at those track meets, things disappear so fast. So once, if you have your name on it, it's easy to get back. Eat a healthy breakfast prior to track meet. See the nutritional guide if you need some guidance on it. Go to the bathroom before arriving at track practice. There is a porta potty at practice, but y'all need to go before practice. We're not interrupting practices, so you can run to the bathroom all day. Let's see. Arrive 1 hour prior to the start of the track meet. So like I said before, arrive an hour prior to your athlete's first event. So sometimes we'll specify, sometimes we won't, but just make sure that you're there on time and early. Stay out of the sun as much as possible. Stay under the team tent, so there's no running around with your friends from other teams and playing tag and playing on the field and all that other stuff. You need to be locked in, getting ready for your event, or resting and getting ready for your next event if you've already run an event. There shouldn't be any kids shouldn't be getting lost at track meets. That's all. Let's see. Sitting with your parents during the meet is not allowed. Athletes must sit with the team under the Metro Stars team tents. The 8U athletes are required to sit with their parents. So everybody else that's not 8U, y'all are with the team all day so that y'all can get ready to run and not have to deal with other things. Don't worry about anything else but your events. Let's see. Athletes are responsible for keeping track of the events at the meet. The coaches are often on the field and are reliably unable to ensure that athletes get to their events on time. So most of the time when we are at a track meet, we'll go to the tent and we'll call out these athletes' names and call out their events and say, it's time for you to go check in. And we'll walk off. Because once we say your name and your event and it's time for you to go check in, we expect you to get up and move and go and check in. When those kids don't check in, that's on them. Because we've already gone there. We've already gone there and we've pointed them out, we've pulled them out, and we've called their name and we said, so-and-so, it's time for the 100, go check in. Or they're with us when they're warming up. And we say, hey, all the 200-meter runners, and they know they're running the 200. It's time to come warm up. If everybody that's runs the 200 except for them gets up, that's on them. So you're responsible for your events and keeping track of where you're supposed to be. So when the coach says come and check in or come and warm up, you need to be where the coach tells you to be. Let's see. Athletes are responsible for getting to the check-in tent before each event. Just like I said, it's the same thing. Multiple announcements are made by the coaches, the team app, the captains, the PA system before the events to let them know what event is next and check-in times. Return immediately to the team tents after your event. If you don't return to the tent, we're gonna think that you are injured. So we're gonna go try and find you at wherever they have like the ambulance or the injury tent. So please just get back to the event, the tent, so we can debrief your events with the coaches. Athletes will follow track etiquette at all times. We'll explain track etiquette at the track. Y'all will learn, they'll learn very quickly. If there's a problem at the starting line or at one of the field events, wave your hand and make sure you get the attention of one of the Metro Stars coaches. Do not argue with the officials. We don't want any kids to get kicked out, or we don't want anybody. Well, Metro Stars has a very good reputation amongst this region. Actually, nationally, we have a very good reputation. You know, get into it with officials. We normally take care of everything. TCB take care of business. So if an athlete has an issue, most of the time it can be resolved with the coaches. Myself, Derek, Uche, all of us, we can handle it. We can get the situation down. Like, we've never had a kid get disqualified because they had a bad attitude or anything like that. So if there's an issue, just make sure you get one of us. We'll come over there, talk to the officials. We'll make sure we get it settled. Shake your competitors' hands and be friendly. So like after a race, dap other people up, or after the event, like give somebody a high five. Like, don't be rude. Like, it's pretty chill out there. It's not, people aren't arguing and fighting all the time. It's pretty chill at track meets. Do not purchase or eat junk foods from the concession stands during track meets. So if an athlete has to run an event and I see them eating a hot dog from the concession stand or some nachos, I'm gonna take it and give it to their parents, and we're gonna have to figure something else out to do, because that's unacceptable. Absolutely unacceptable. Let's see. Parent and guardian code of conduct. So this is for the parents. Yeah, we've had to make this. So number one, parents will ensure the athlete gets to bed early the night before a track meet. 2, parents will ensure the athlete eats before the track meet, at least 2 hours prior to the meet. 3, parents are responsible for keeping track of the events in the meet. Number 4, parents will not give advice to any athlete regarding the event which contradicts that of his or her coach. So if we say do one, if the coaches are saying do one thing and you're saying doing the opposite, you're gonna have a confused kid. Let the coaches have the last word, please. Parents will not smoke, drink alcohol, or swear at track practices or track meets. Keep that at your house, you know, at y'all's parties, at the club, all that other stuff. Y'all can do whatever y'all want, live your life, but in front of these other kids, we're gonna keep it PG. Number 6, if a parent becomes irritated by an action taken by another or some other discourtesy, they will contact the parent liaisons for resolution. Parents will not interrupt practices or meet. So our parent liaisons are Uche, who is one of the throw coach, and Coach Pam. Coach Pam is one of the board members, so she's one of our parent liaisons. So if you have any issues, just contact Pam or Uche. We'll have their contact information in the packet for you guys, so that you guys can contact them if you have anything going on, any problems. All information will be all information will be disseminated on the Stack Team app. Parents are responsible for reading all news and notifications. Let's see, next. 8, do not allow gossip at the practice site, and or risk between children to cause you to engage others physically or verbally. If there's an issue, parents will report to the parent liaisons for resolution. So if there's an issue amongst kids, please do not take it amongst yourselves as adults to fight it out or argue it out. Talk to the parent liaisons. We will figure out a resolution for the situation. Parents will take the necessary precautions to ensure that athletes' proper behavior during all track meets, practices, and Metro Stars events. In order to prevent injury and fatigue, parents will not send their child away from the Metro Stars tent area without notifying the coach. The kids need to sit and chill. Parents will ensure that a lunch is packed for their athlete and placed in his or her backpack or a duffel bag, whatever they have. Parents will not purchase junk food from the concession stands for athletes. They should have a prepared lunch from home, which contains healthy items. Please refer to the nutrition guide. It will assist you in this request. if your athlete misses a Monday or a hard day of practice, they will not be signed up for the upcoming meet. So a lot of kids figure out that Monday is the hard day because that's the day that everybody runs. So they try to skip Monday. They try to find other things to do and say, I'm sick, mom and dad, I can't go to practice on Monday, so that they can go to the lighter practices throughout the week. If they miss them, if they start missing Mondays and we start noticing a pattern, we're gonna start signing them up for meets because they're playing around and they're not trying to get the results that they're supposed to be getting. Let's see. Oh yeah. Oh, 14. The meet schedule will be on the Stack Team app. Parents, you are responsible for letting the coaches and administrators know if your athletes will be attending that meet as late as the Monday before the meet. So after that, so this is how meet registration goes. So each meet, they have the website where we enter everybody in. So it's most of the time, every Wednesday is the due date for all entries. So when we say we want our information on Monday, when we have all the people that we know are attending on Monday, then Derek and the other coaches can make that list and say, this is what the athletes are competing in by Tuesday. And by Tuesday night, I can have my entries in so that any corrections need to be made on Wednesday when everything is due. And that way I don't have any mess ups come Saturday. So this is how we organize this. So if you don't have your stuff in by Monday, if you haven't said we are attending or we're not attending by Monday, we're just not going to put you in the meet. So that is what it is. So you can't come on Wednesday, or you can't say on Thursday when we put out the information sheet, oh, you don't have my son or daughter on the list. Well, you didn't say that you were attending the meet on Monday. And don't worry, we do have, like, the notifications come on the day that you said that you were coming or not. So you can't say that, no, we did say that when you said it on like Wednesday. Like, no. Let's see. Number 15, if your athlete misses their field event practice, we will not reschedule that practice. So if you missed your javelin practice, on Tuesday, we're not gonna you can't come to Coach Uche when he's working with the discus or shot put throwers and say, I want to work on javelin. We're not doing that day. We're doing shot put or discus or something like that. Like, if they miss their long jump day, then we're not doing long jump any other day of the week. That's it. If they miss that day, they miss that day. We have a lot of athletes, so we work with our athletes. We're not going to change the schedule for one or two athletes that miss. Number 16, once again, there's a hard 10-minute tardy policy for practice. Athletes in violation will be sent home. So if you don't get your athlete to practice on time, we're going to send them home. But that is it for that. We're going to send all this out probably tonight or tomorrow. We're going to send the slideshow, the parent information packet, and the information about signing up. So make sure, if you have not registered your athlete for the team already, please make sure that you have submitted a registration form. Once again, you go to the website, go to team, and fill out the registration form. So let me see. We'll go back through that real quick. Right here. So we'll go back to. Okay. So that's on the website. You click team. Scroll down to the bottom of the page. And registration form. Join the Metro Stars. Metro Stars registration form is right here. Fill it out. Submit. Make sure you have your athlete's birth certificate in there. And we'll have their file. We'll have them on file. And we'll be able to match them with you when you sign up for the Stack Team app. So when you sign up for the Stack Team app, that's where you get all of the, like, we'll send information about the Stack Team app once you send that registration form in. So when you get that, you sign up on the Stack Team app, you'll get the information, the emails, and everything like that, the group chat, and you'll be able to get on the schedule and click whether your athlete is attending the meets or not. So everything, we kind of streamlined mostly everything. Oh yeah, merch. Forgot about that. Almost forgot. So we have a team merch store that Coach Pam opens. Coach Pam is going to open up. It's probably going to be right around the first meet that she's going to open it up. It's normally stays open for 2 weeks. We'll put it on the team store page, the club store page. So like if you scroll down to the bottom, there are 2 team stores. So there's 2. So the My Team shop, Coach Pam is going to open that up closer to the meet. That's kind of have a little bit more name brand stuff, like some Nike stuff and all the other stuff. But we also have a champion team store. So that link is open year round where you can get some items. Oh shoot. I forgot I'm on Xavier's network, so I'm not able to go to it on this computer. I know, not fair. But it's let me see if I can find a champion team store. No, it's not gonna. Champion team. Where to go? Team store. Whoa, we got a lot of Metro Stars here. All right, yeah. So the Metro Stars team store, we have t-shirts, hats, polos, hoodies, shorts, all that stuff. So yeah, that link will go back live once I fix everything. Or you might just be able to click it now. I don't know. I'm just on this network and it wouldn't let me go to it. But yeah. Any other questions? Y'all can put y'all stuff on. Let's see. Oh, Pam, thanks. So Pam said that she can open it earlier this season so we get the items before the season starts, hopefully. So yeah, once the team store opens and stays open for 2 weeks, so you're able to order stuff for the 2 weeks that the team store is open, and it takes about 2 to 3 more weeks for the items to come in. So just make sure that you guys, whenever Pam puts it on a group chat, it'll be open. So practices. Let's go back to the beginning. Hold up. Let's go back to the slideshow. Share. All right. Back to the slideshow. Practices. All right. Practices will be held every Wednesday and Friday at 5:30 p.m. at the City Park practice track located adjacent to Tag Gormley Stadium, unless otherwise specified. Any other questions? No. All right.
When did those start? Sorry. When, like next week or
Wednesday?
Okay. This Wednesday, got you.
Wednesday. So yeah, Wednesday we're rolling. All right. Let's see. Somebody else just getting into the waiting room. Any other questions? Y'all can. Let's see. Oh, got another question. Hold up. I have a 14-year-old who's interested in track and field but doesn't have experience. Will this be a good fit for them? Yeah. We train y'all up. Okay. We're not exclusive to it. We're not an elite program. We don't have tryouts. It's if you come and you're interested in track and field, we got it.
Check your question.
Let's see. James Davis.
Okay. Yeah, I was just come off mute and say it.
Yes.
He's about to start his middle school season now.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, I didn't say that. Middle school and high schoolers. So the middle schoolers and high schoolers, y'all do not have to make track practice a priority till y'all season is over. So like if y'all are going to y'all's middle school track practice, y'all don't need to be doing 2 and 3 days. That's crazy. So just go to y'all school practice and we'll see y'all when your season's over. We'll still be here. But just parents, make sure that you guys are on the group chat and know everything that we're doing and are up to date on everything so that y'all aren't behind like, oh, y'all come back in almost May and y'all are like, oh, we're still doing Wednesday and Friday practices. We probably won't be doing those then. We'll probably have a whole different practice schedule by then. So just stay up to date with everything and y'all will be fine. Let's see, what else? Oh, high schoolers. So per LHSAA rules, we try to stay away from the high schoolers because actually all of us are coaching high schools. So I'm coaching at McDonald 35. Derek is coaching at Dominican. Jason's coaching at Country Day. Uche is at Newman. So we're all over the place and we're trying to follow LHSAA rules. So our high schoolers, we kind of stay hands off with them until after the state meet. So if they decide to come we will not be saying like, "Ooh, come to Metro Stars practice. Your coach isn't doing anything at your school." Like, we don't know. You're in your coach's hand. You're at school. You're in your coach's hand. But if you decide, say, "Oh, I want to do supplementary work with Metro Stars," then you can come to our practice. We don't care. But it's supplementary. We're not replacing your high school. Like, go to your high school practice. We'll see you when your season's over. Anything else? But yeah, parents, stay up to date. Yeah, I think that's it. Well, that's all for now. If you guys have any other questions, you can email me, or, I think I put my cell phone number in the email so y'all can text me or call me. But that's all for now. Thank you all for coming. Thank you all for your interest in joining the Metro Stars Track Club. I look forward to working with everybody.
Thank you so much.
No problem. Danielle, leave me alone. God dang. Bye.